Okay, here we have this is a Scotsman SCPP50-MB, and customer cleaned it on his own, and then it stopped working. So I went there and I did a service. I brought it into the shop because I didn't want to work on it in his house. He had this really beautiful floor, and I just was concerned about damage. So what happened is I would turn it on, and the water would come in, it would fill up, and then the compressor would kick on, finish its harvest cycle because the hot gas valve was open, and then it would stop, just like that, and then the green light was on and it wasn't doing anything. So we've determined that it was the bin control, so we jumped out the bin control, and which is right here. This is the bin thermostat, and here's the two yellow wires that connect into it. So I just jumped those two out. I made a little connector here. Let's see if I can find it. Here it is. And I just let it run, and then it started making ice. So we're going to change the bin control, and you can just follow along. Okay, everything looks good in there. So the bin control thermostat is this. Okay, here's the capillary tube for the bin control. It's right here. We follow that down. It goes over the compressor, and we have to get that out. This is a fairly new machine. Okay, get that out. Notice it's in a sleeve. So here's your bin thermostat. Here's your capillary tube up there. You see it goes over the condenser. And we're just going to pull that out like that. And here is the new Scotsman bin thermostat. This is a SC11-0617-2. You don't want this capillary tube sitting right on top of the compressor, because it creates heat. It could affect the control mechanism, so that's why they put this sleeve on here. Try to get a better position here. See those wires up there? Those are the wires for the bin control. There it is. We'll run it up where it was before. Came up this way. Doesn't really matter, but So now, which terminals does it go on? Ah, how do you know? I'll tell you how, because I took a picture of it just to be safe. It's always a safe thing to do. There it is, this one and that one. I'm not sure both of those terminals are the same, but I put it back on the way it was. Now, there's 2 screws and hold that in. So I left the door to the machine at the customer's house. I didn't want to drag it here and possibly have a problem getting it scratched or something like that. So you don't really need the door on to check these machines. So that capillary tube fits into this tube. It's your bin sensor. As you can see, I mean, it's pretty new. It's only a couple years old. Alright, so let's put the cover back on. By the way, this has a side panel right here that comes off. You can work inside there if you have to get in there. So once we get this back together, we'll plug it in, turn on the water, check it out. Okay, that's it. There's just one more thing here. Whoever installed this put this in here to keep the water from blowing, you know, it's like it acts as a P-trap. Alright, that's it. Let's plug it in. So it's filling up with water, and the compressor is going to come on. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to let that run, make sure it makes ice, and we're going to bring it back to the customer. Okay, we have ice. There it is, working good. Alright, so we can shut this machine down now and bring it back to the customer. It's working. There you go. See you on the next one.